If you knew my mother the way that I do, you wouldn't just try and tell her what she had to do, because she didn't like to be ordered around. She wanted to make her own decisions, but so many church people, friends of hers, were concerned about her being able to look after herself, and everybody were hoping that she would move into Wayside, and she was very resistant to that. I guess part of it, we were lucky that we were organizing this trip, and she accepted that it was a smart idea, at least while we were gone, to be at Wayside where her meals could be provided, and then she'd consider other things. For the day that we moved her into Wayside, she was very angry about that, letting us know that she was feeling like she was being taken to prison, taken to be executed. She just brought up a whole bunch of images because she was fiercely independent and wanted to be a caregiver and not a receiver of care. I let her say whatever she wanted to say because I understood what she was feeling, but she was very angry at that time for a few days. But I knew it was coming at that point, which is why I spent so many months just sort of slowly moving in that direction. But in the time that she was at Wayside, she just looked to be happier and better rested, better fed. All the details were being looked after. One of the things about Wayside is because their staff had to do whatever little thing was frustrating, like find the TV channel you're looking for, or find your glasses, or find the books, because staff was there, it was just done. And there wasn't time spent being frustrated that you couldn't do those things. So the wrinkles in the day just sort of got smoothed out by having that little bit of care. She wasn't really being looked after in a nursing sense minute to minute, but meals were ready when they needed, laundry was done when it was needed, and life just became easier and more pleasant. She started to say that she might stay there a while. She discussed she might move on somewhere else, but no, it was pretty nice being at Wayside, and she became obviously more and more comfortable with that, so that I could just see her relaxing in an interesting way. And I was really aware that our visits, I would go for tea almost every night, and our visits seemed to be probably a third shorter at Wayside. I always, both with my father in his last years at home and visiting my mother, if they wanted to talk, I just let them talk, because I knew there'd be a day when they wouldn't be there to tell me stories. Might be the same stories day after day, but you learn them eventually. She was at Wayside, she was just that much more likely to tell me it was getting late and I should really get home and get to bed, and she had things to do and she had to get to bed. So it just told me that she felt that she had more company, more things happening in her day. The day was a little bit more full, and she was more peaceful at the end of it and ready to go to bed, go to sleep.